Up to the mid 19th century, the East India Company was bothered with only the higher education in India, that is the colleges and the universities. But later on, they started taking interest in the Pathshala or the vernacular system of education in India. Earlier, they had just left it for the Indians to fend for their own selves in the school level of learning, but now came about a change in 1854 when the government wanted to bring about a drastic change in the vernacular system of education in India. So it appointed government pundits who became in charge of 4 to 5 schools in their area. They were made responsible for those schools. They were like inspectors for those schools, and they used to be responsible for improving the standard of those schools. They also had to follow a regular timetable, and they had to go and take classes in these schools so that the standard of these schools could rise. We also see that the major changes which occurred were, now the system of learning became almost what we have today. Now the children had textbooks, that is they had to write now, whereas earlier it was just the oral system of learning. Now they had to have exams. There were no exams earlier. Now they had to pay a fixed fee. That is, in the olden times, the rich families used to pay more to the guru and the poor families used to pay little or not at all to the guru. But now everybody had to pay a fixed fee to the Pathshalas. Besides, the government wanted to bring about another revolutionary change, that is, they wanted that the Pathshalas should run according to their norms and discipline. That is why they announced that those Pathshalas who shall abide by the rules that the government has given shall get grants from the government. Now, all this system, of course, were a setback for few people. First, it was for the poor gurus who had started with vernacular schools, and now they had to compete with those Pathshalas who were government aided. So they were forced to actually abide with the rules of the government in order to get aid from the government. So the older system of learning declined and the new system of learning started creeping into the vernacular system of education in India. We also see that earlier the children of the poor peasant families used to come and attend the school whenever they could. That is, during harvest time they could go and work in the fields, but now attendance was compulsory. Earlier there used to be no roll calls, and when the children did not attend the school, it was considered as an indiscipline and as lack of desire in the children, which means the new system of vernacular education in India, of course, was set back to few people and at few places.